questions for Coach. Coach, you kind of played well in the second half. I mean, can you build off that? I mean, I know you're not that type of guy, but
Dan, I thought we played extremely hard last week. I mean, we got one win out of it. I thought our kids were prepared, and I thought that they really worked their tails off in the Cleveland State game. Make a couple of shots here and there, it's a different outcome. Difference between the Butler game and that game is that you made some shots, we missed some shots, didn't make shots in against Cleveland State. But I thought we guarded them well enough to win. I thought our guys played extremely hard, and if we, as I said to them, if we can get them to play that hard every night the rest of the way, we will be very happy with the results that comes the rest of the way.
I'm sorry, was that a tough week for you though? Because you played in Butler, you came back, you had a game Tuesday, and then back Saturday. Is that kind of an uncharacteristic week, or?
No, I mean it was fine.
Okay.
I mean it was no school wasn't in session. I mean it was
okay.
We really had a good week of prep. And I think you saw that by the way, we took them out of their sets, and I thought we did a really good job defensively.
Now that classes resume tomorrow, how does that change or affect?
I don't know. That's a good question. Good luck on us. Obviously, over the course of a basketball season, you really have to deal with 3 different kind of interruptions in your year. Obviously, you have all the first semester. Then you go into that spell where you don't have any classes, and you're here all by yourself and going through that, and now you're jumping back into classes. So, to be honest with you, I think our kids are kind of excited about classes starting and getting a routine together again, and getting back into seeing other guys other than themselves or me or whatever, and I think it'll be a positive for us.
Jerry, you said after the game free throws. I mean, you missed 10. That's what you lost by. To use the football analogy, the offense, defense, special teams, is that the same thing with basketball, offense, defense, and free throw shooting? Do you work on that?
Yeah, I mean, we work on free throw shooting all the time, and it's not as much at times as a team problem right now as it is with a couple of guys, and those couple of guys need to get in and work more on their free throws. Just like any other weakness that you have in your game or your life, you have to work on them to get better or make a change, and that's what we have been doing and we will continue to do.
What's been the biggest disappointment for you through this up to this point?
I don't know. I don't live in that world. I don't really live in the world of sitting around being disappointed about stuff.
I mean, something that the team that you thought maybe you'd be better at that maybe you're not. Where
free throw shooting. You look at kids like, we're one of the top 3-point shooting teams in the country in terms of attempts and makes a night. You have guys that you feel good about, that can shoot the basketball, and it doesn't translate into making free throws. And from day one, in the preseason, you had to make 500 a week. Now you're in a situation that you have 30 minutes before 2 or 3 practices that you give totally to free throws, and there's no doubt in my mind if we were making more free throws, we'd have at least 2 more wins. And you sit here 9-8, feeling pretty good about yourself. And but it is what it is, and we keep on fighting for that ground to get better, and that's where our focus is on. I think our young guys are getting better every game, every day, and that's where our focus is at.
Jerry, these next 2 games close out the first half of league play, so to speak. Just the importance of playing Wright State and Detroit, Thursday, and
two good basketball teams. Wright State's coming off of beating Butler at their place, and very good, very good team, very senior-laden team with, they're 3 guards that they have. Their bigs are, everybody on their team in the front 4 or 5 guys are all upperclassmen and seniors, so we have our work cut out for us. You have 2 guys in Detroit's team that are, I'll tell you that they're going to be pros, and they're 6'11" center and their freshman point guard, and so the road doesn't get any easier, but it's at home, and we've played very, very well at home all year, and we're excited about the challenge.
As you look at the league, is it kind of, I know you talked about this before, but after this weekend's developments, kind of where you thought it would be, Butler and that?
Yeah, to be honest with you, I thought that, I thought Butler would be a little bit better than what they've been, and I don't think that they've lost. The loss of Hayward has been their difference. They had two really, really good fifth year. One was a fifth-year senior, and another senior that was I think, kind of like their backbone guys that came off the bench and just played great minutes for them. And they have not replaced those. They're playing those guys. They're playing that same role with freshmen that are coming in, taking quick shots, and doing some different things. So I'm a little surprised by that. But other than that, the league's kind of fallen out like I had thought it would be with a lot of a parity with it. Again, I think Valpo is another very very good basketball team that's very upperclassman oriented, and obviously they've shown that they can play under the gun.